This is our viewer submission for the week. Here we go.
There's this view in Black American cultural life that part of who you are as a Black man is to be able to kind of love her through stuff. So if she's got a weight problem, you got to love her through it. If she's got an attitude problem, you got to love her through it. If she's been let down, you heard what Kitty Rose say. If she's been let down, her father wasn't there, let down by another man, the whole gambit, you got to kind of love her through it. And that's the struggle of. That really is the struggle of, that nobody talks about. The real struggle lovers are Black men, because the expectation is that you're supposed to struggle with whatever her issues are. And if you don't, that you're seen as less of a Black man. You're turning your back on the Black community. It's not even framed as turning your back on Black women. You're turning your back on the Black community if you don't do that.
So this gentleman has suggested that struggle love is to be a Black man in love with Black women and having to deal with everything that comes with Black women, or else you are a traitor not only to that woman, a traitor to your community, you're a traitor to your race. You're turning your back on the Black community because you can't put up with Black women and whatever comes with them. With some Black women, obviously not all y'all, none of you.
None of you, not y'all watching. Y'all are perfect. We told you that.
Y'all know how this goes. The perfect ones watch this show, right? This is for all your little bald head scallywag friends out there, okay? But is that the struggle? Kev, I'm gonna ask you. I've been out of the dating game for quite some time. So is the expectation out there still that you as a Black man are supposed to deal with whatever comes with whatever woman you're dealing with, or else you're less of a man?
I don't know, because I don't deal with it. That's the and one, I wouldn't even put myself in position to deal with a person who would think like that, which, if people get beyond the physical, then you can discover what kind of personality a person has. So I think that, that kind of woman would reveal herself pretty quickly, in which I just don't find myself in those kinds of spaces. And I mean, for what it's worth, the life that I'm living currently, which pretty much revolves around my son and my students, doesn't allow for much dating. But yeah, I just it's not something that I would entertain. And for what it's worth, I don't even put myself in spaces to meet those kinds of people. And at this big age, it's not, I'll say it's not that common. Now, granted, a lot of people at this big age may not still know what they want and may not have their lives together, but they're not acting and responding like that. It feels a little younger, seems a little younger, but I could be wrong. But like I said, I don't, where that kind of person tends to be, I tend to not be.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. I would say if I were still in the if I was still in the dating world, yeah, there's definitely not. There's certain things that I just wouldn't entertain either. I think so. For anybody out there who may be feeling like, we're just supposed to accept whatever. Let me just say, no, you're not supposed to just accept whatever. And this doesn't matter if you're this is universal. Doesn't matter if male, female. I may be in this case talking to the men because of the video, but this is true of everybody. No, you're not. You don't supposed to just put up with any old thing. You should have a standard. You should have boundaries. Now, is there a time and a place for grace to take place? Absolutely, right? Grace should absolutely abound in your relationships. But should you have? Does grace mean no boundaries? No, right? And so I think that it's proven really that it's stressful to be in a relationship with somebody who is a headache, right? Somebody who is a headache for you. Now, I will say, in my experiences, if somebody, if a woman said, I don't want to put up with his BS, she would be encouraged to leave. But on the other hand, if a man said, I don't want to put up with her BS, he would almost be shamed into staying. Your thought?
Man, you know that comes with the territory.
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Like, have you experienced that, or is that just a me thing? That's definitely been my experience.
No, I mean, you're 100% on it. In that, like, men, but I think it even goes beyond relationships. Like, in general, men are just expected to suck it up. So it is one of them. Like, you gotta tough it out. You gotta hang in there. You got to see it through, my boy. You know that thing, and which is why we're having such conversations around mental health and black men and fathers in general, and husbands, and all of that, because for so, like, you hear the mantra, happy wife, happy life, and people are thinking now happy house, happy spouse, or happy spouse, happy house, because, like, both partners should matter, so, like, the conversations are changing, but a lot of the expectations are still there for men to be men. And if you're not taking the beating, then in a lot of spaces you are seen as less of a man. Or if you aren't struggling so that your person can be happy, then you're less of a man.
Taking a step back to think about that, that can be very mentally taxing. With this talk about mental health, like you said, if we're saying, hey, protect your mental health, but also saying take the beating, it seems to be, I don't know, man, it seems to be a mixed message. And I guess maybe there is a level of, hey, look, man, listen, you got to suck it up to some extent, right? But I think having to suck it up to some extent is very different from, allowing yourself to be, berated and emasculated and things of that nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's okay for a man to say he's tired.
How about say that again? Put that on a shirt.
Right.
For real. Fellas, it's okay to be tired, right? And it's okay that your lady's the one that's exhausting you. You just have to have a conversation with her. And honestly, if she ain't willing to not do the things that are exhausting you,
or giving you, space to recover so that you can, that's what we would call red flag. Like, hey, I can take care of this. I just need 15 minutes when I come in from work. Like, it's not that I won't get it done. Like, I understand you want it done right now. However, if I could just get 15 minutes and we can talk about this problem. If I can just get 15 minutes, then I will take out the trash, or I will fix this, or I will pick this up, or whatever the case. Like, if I can just, watch a show real quick so I can take my mind off of the day. Like, that's, allow me the space to tell you what I need, and then respect what it is that I'm asking for.
Man, that's such a bar. Just give me a second. Let me decompress. Let me get my mind off the day. And then, yes, I got you in whatever capacity necessary, right? I praise God for my wife. One thing I will say she always does is, when I get back in from work, it's just kind of automatic. Like, go ahead and take your time, get yourself together. I'll see you when you get back downstairs or whatever it is, See when you come back down. It might be 20 minutes, it might be 30, it might be an hour, depending on the day, right? But, but it's understood once I'm done, what do you need?
Put that cape on.
Yeah, you feel me? Put the cape on, and what do you need? I'm flying through the house with the greatest of ease. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I hope y'all picking this up, man. We telling y'all some good stuff.
We live. We live.